Welcome back to AOL Noise Creep Invades Inferno Festival, and I'm sitting here with the one and only Lord Ahriman. Did I say it correctly?
Yes.
Dark Funeral. You look good, by the way. How have you been?
Thank you. It's been up and down, but still standing on 2 feet.
So, you're here at Inferno Festival. What's it like, and what does it mean to a band like Dark Funeral to play at one of the largest metal festivals in Norway?
Well, this time it's a little bit special since we're celebrating 20 years as a band this year, and the absolute first show we ever did with Dark Funeral was in Oslo in '94. So it's kind of cool.
Well, 94, that's quite a long time. It's almost, like 2 decades. What do you think the key is to the longevity of your successes?
I think, for any band, people see, hard-working, dedicated musicians, put in their soul, blood, and, everything into the music. And of course, that show that people can see, that this is really something important. And when they feel it themselves, and they go stick around and support you, as a band.
Yeah, and do you think that, how would you say the sound has differed over the years from album to album? Because right now you're touring on Angelus Exuro Pro Eternus. Did I say it correctly?
Yeah, it's pretty alright.
Thanks. Like, how has your sound evolved over the years?
I still think we have managed to keep the core of the sound in a way, but we also try to go more extreme, more faster, try to build in more atmosphere, working with the guitars instead of keyboards. That's always been my thing. I try to create a certain atmosphere with the guitars and not using a lot of keyboards. And for me, it's I try to improve myself, in my kind of songwriting over the years, and try to challenge myself. That's the main thing. I want to challenge myself as a guitarist, and yeah, this is what comes out of my wicked soul, I guess.
Wicked soul, black heart, it's all the same. Well, the black metal scene years ago versus what it's now, what do you think of it, and how do you think it's progressed, or do you think it's become too much of a commercial thing?
Well, it's always, for any kind of music style, as soon as the business see it gets a little bit popular, they try to water it out and try to, take advantage of some bands that don't have the strength to fight back, to keep their own integrity and so on. And I can understand that some bands really fall into the traps, because it's not always easy to see. Everybody do mistakes, so in a long career too, us as well. But I still think we always walked our own path and never sold out to anyone. I mean, we got crazy offers. If you do this and that, you can make shitloads of money. But if I can't stand for it, I can't do it. And so I turned down so many of those things over the years.
That's a lot of respect. I mean, that's more respectful than people that actually sell out and do stupid shit or stuff that they know they really don't like.
I think people don't understand when you get to a certain level how much of those temptation, if you will, you get. As I said, some bands really fall into all the traps, and while others just stay away from it. I mean, you can still reach a certain success by just walking your own way. It's not about selling out or not to reach a success. It's about being determined what you want to do with the band and the music.
A musician, a successful one at that, what do you think you'd be doing?
It's difficult. I would probably, which I do also once in a while, I work behind the scene too.
Oh, cool. All right. Tell us about that.
I work on gigs, sometimes security, sometimes just stage hands and stuff like that. And I always had a close relationship to theaters. Not movie theaters, but theater. And when I was a kid, I was hanging a lot on theaters, you know, just with the actors and friends who are into, you know, that kind of stuff. So I always had a, you know, it's that kind of world I really enjoy being, whether it's music or theater or whatever. It's just, you know, the atmosphere from live music or acting and stuff like that is something special.
You should try acting. I think you'd be really good.
No, absolutely
Come
not.
on.
No, that's not my thing.
No? I think it's fun. I think you'd be good because you have
Well,
a certain character to you.
I have my, you know, guitar. I can hide behind my
Yes.
guitar. I'm satisfied with that.
Express yourself that way.
Exactly.
Yes. What are your thoughts on black metal fans?
Well, there's some crazy people there, and you know, there's, you know, all kind of categories in this music style. I mean, it's an extreme music style which obviously attracts extreme people. Sometimes it gets a little bit too intense, and you know, sometimes most of the time people are really cool anyway, you know.
Yeah. What's the general response been to the lineup changes?
It's, I mean, there's always people. I'm you know, I'm a music fan myself. I'm a fan. You know, when some of my favorite band change members, I feel like, it was better before. And I can understand that some of our fans have the same feeling, but you know, life goes on. You know, people take different paths in lives, and that's just, you know, the way it is. And I'm not gonna let anyone stop me, and you know, exactly. So, and people, you know, you get both praise and you get lots of shit, you know. That's part of the game. I can handle it. I'm a big guy, you know. So.
What do you listen to, like, when you're not playing at a festival or playing shows?
I've been listening to a lot, which is totally opposite, sort of, from what we are doing, since we're playing very fast. But I really like the new Candlemass record.
Okay.
I've been listening to it a lot. And also the new Cannibal Corpse is killer. You know, so I listen to, you know, dark, both dark, you know, melancholic metal and you know, extreme, you know, faster stuff. But I need to find some kind of darkness in the music to be attracted to it.
Well, what's like in a normal day for you, if you have such a thing as a normal day?
I don't really have a normal day.
None of us have normal days. Look what we're doing.
I woke up in my coffee, you know, stuff like that.
Do you like go to the gym? Do you do anything like you? Like
I'm trying. I'm doing back and forth. I really need to get in better shape. I've been struggling a lot with. I have really big problem with my shoulder. They still can't figure out what it is. And I can't go to. I used to go to the gym, but I can't do it with my shoulder now. So I try to start, you know, running. It's tough as hell, but that's, you know, I got to do something to keep in, you know, some kind of shape. Otherwise, I fall to death on stage. You know?
Well, it's not like you're one pastrami sandwich away from like a heart attack or anything. You seem just totally fine. Just don't drink too much.
I've been sober for 7 years.
Have you?
Yes.
Congratulations.
I can deal with life in a much better way when I'm sober, and I mean, I have enough demons that I struggle with, and to boost that with drugs or alcohol would not be any good for me or anybody else, you know, around me. So I'm not a happy person, but I'm a much happier person this way.
And when could fans expect to see something new from Dark Funeral?
Hopefully as soon as possible. We said that, you know, there's been so much things going on in our personal lives, and that really just doesn't give you the creativity that you need to write new stuff. I have lots of stuff written, yes I do, and we said, me and the drummer said that after this gig we don't really have much in a couple of months, you know, so we're going to try and focus more or less every day, try to spend a couple of hours, you know, trying to work on completing all the new songs.
I hope it goes well.
Me too. I feel really strong of the material that we have written. It's a lots of different things, which is, you know, some people will probably hate it, of course, but I find, as I said, as a guitarist, I find it really interesting, you know, new twists and turns with the playing, and enjoy that.
And what are your plans after Inferno Festival? Like, are you doing stuff this summer, tours?
We're doing a couple of festivals this summer. Besides that, we're really gonna focus on putting the new record together. That's main priority. I just hope not any more trees fall over me in the next couple of weeks, because they have been fucking raining over me lately, so
Things get better usually, so.
I can't wait.
They will, don't worry, I promise you. They will totally get better once you walk out of this room. I guarantee you that.
Well, that's
At least we'll keep
hope.
thinking that, I promise. What if fans want to buy your stuff, what's your website that they could go to?
Diaboliswear.com.
Diaboliswear. Okay, so it's www.diabolus, DIBOLOUS, wear, WAR.com. And do you have any messages for your fans?
Just hail metal, hail Satan.
Cool. Well, thank you very much.